Peace and good. Today is the second Saturday of Advent. Um, and it's also the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And I would like to particularly focus on her feast day today. And when she appeared to Saint Juan Diego, we hear that in the history that at that time the Aztecs were there in offering these many sacrifices, blood sacrifices, because they thought that was pleasing to the god and the sun god. And we can really know that today that's not a pleasing sacrifice, especially to God, because a human life is a precious gift. And so we can ask ourselves then, what is a really pleasing offering, sacrifice that we can do that really pleases God? And we can see, I've learned in the community that there are two kinds of sacrifices that really pleases God. And we can find them in the scripture, which is the first one is humility, and the other is obedience. And it is in the book of Psalms, Psalm 51, where it says, "For you do not desire sacrifice, or I would give it. A burnt offering you would not accept. My sacrifice, O God, is a contrite spirit. A contrite, humble heart, O God, you will not scorn." So with that as well, with obedience, it's very much attached with that, humility. In the book of, the first book of Samuel, there's this passage that says, "Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much in obedience to the Lord's command? Obedience is better than sacrifice, to listen better than the fat of rams." So we can see in these passages that the Lord is really takes seriously, is mostly pleased with those sacrifices of humility and obedience. And so we can really see these two in Saint Juan Diego, who was known to be really humble and obedient. And when Our Lady appeared to him, he was obedient to her request and really had the courage to go to the bishop requesting that chapel built. And by just doing those little things that she instructed him with great humility, the Lord was able to work through him to bring about many, thousands upon thousands of conversions and the salvation of many souls. And so in this Advent, the rest of this Advent, we can ask to really take to prayer the example of Juan Diego in his humility and obedience, and knowing that doing those little acts of obedience and being humble, we can do great things. Amen.